Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the New York Yankees. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. Today's starting pitcher, Max Fried. What do we have on him?
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Michael Garcia.
Kansas City, the center fielder, Michael Garcia.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Fastball pretty much middle,
Bob,
and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr., third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. Foul ball there. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. Fried out of the stretch fires. Fouled off left side. And that one is lifted in the air. Judge makes the grab, one down.
Adam Cole, the designated hitter, getting.
And here now, the lineup for the Royals. It features a great veteran presence, Salvador Perez.
Boog, if I'm the manager, this is the guy I want to play with the game on the line. I mean, he's just so special in these situations. The best of the best, man, they find a way to visualize those big moments well in advance, and they just slow everything down when they get into that situation. They come to the plate with a plan, they've studied the pitcher, and they just seem to execute.
To first, and he breaks for second. Not in time. He's safe.
Didn't look to me like he got a great handle on the ball as it came out of his hand. Cold nights, not really fun to play in, and it makes it tough to hit as well. Makes it tough to throw, and might have played a factor right there.
Vinny Pasquantino stands in now and watches strike one. Max said he's not sure who actually started at first, but it was 2019, and he and Giolito, who were teammates together in high school in Los Angeles, they had the idea to become more familiar with the opposing lineup using MLB The Show. In the dirt. To third, tag, got him.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. He gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
Missed with a changeup, and the count is even 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So no runs on one base hit, one error, no one left. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Back in the Bronx and towing the slab, Michael Wacha. What should we keep an eye on here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Bottom of the first, and now the DH, Ben Rice. Hammered down the line, could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
We all know Yankee Stadium is a great place for Judge to hit home runs. In fact, his coaches joke and say he can sneeze one out to right. Well, the scary part is it might be true.
The 1-0. Judge rips that one. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with one out. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with the runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Cody Bellinger in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
Rice takes his lead at third with one away. Strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 down.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. Fouls one off. 2-2. No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. 1 left for the Yankees. Scoreless after 1. New inning getting started, and now it's Salvador Perez to the plate.
Perez.
Max Fried will go to work. Just
Ball
missed.
1. Counts 1-0.
Late on that fastball. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Cut swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
That was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And next up for the Royals, Michael Massey. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. 1 out, bases empty. Next pitch misses. Now 1-2. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Bellinger sizing it up. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Batting 6, the right fielder, number 16.
2 down, bases empty.
Renfroe.
Now it's going to be Hunter Renfroe. That clips the corner.
0-1's the count. Ball 1.
And that is cut on and missed. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
2 out, space is empty. In the air, center field. Bellinger brings it in for the 3rd out. Offense held in check there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Bottom of the 2nd.
Leading
And now,
off,
Jazz
Yankees,
Chisholm Jr.
the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Waka back to work. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Next pitch is outside.
Ball, that's down.
And that's in for a strike. That's through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this.
Batting 6, the shortstop.
And now here is Anthony Volpe. And a foul ball. Chisholm gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Up and in, and it's 1-1. Tap foul at the plate. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got it. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Batting 7,
Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. First offering, runner goes. Pitch in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. count and a runner at second. Bottom half of inning number 2. Fought off foul. The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 1 out and a runner at second. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Man at second. And a foul ball. Second inning here, no score. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Fermin down to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. The Yanks leave 1. We'll move to the third with no score. Back in the Bronx, on to the third inning. Down the left fielder, MJ Melendez. That's a strike. And that one a little below the knees. And the count even 1-1. Fastball for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
And that one misses up and in. And it's 2-2.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Off the mark there, and it's 3-2. Stays alive. And a pitch. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Late swing, fouled off. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that is foul. Now an 0-2 from Free. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
And the next pitch is way outside. That That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Man at first with one gone. Kevin Biggio up to the plate.
Ball one.
This one in the dirt. Man at first, one away. And another ball.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Diving, gets down, could be extra bases. He's in at second with a one-out double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So two in scoring position with one out. And now it's Kyle Isbell. Entered the game on defense, so this is his first trip to the plate in this one. Top of the third, no score. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. And there's a ball.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Bobby Witt Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Next offering is in for a strike. Second and third, one away. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. Huge strikeout there.
Oh, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Here's the shortstop at the play. Bobby Witt Jr. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And that's in there for strike 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
And that skips into there.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Royals strand a pair. Still no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Oswald Peraza. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Hit weakly on the ground. Witt to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ben Wright.
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. He hit a leadoff double in the bottom of the first. Outside low, and that is ball one. Up the middle, dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Judge, the next to hit, takes outside. The next offering misses, and that's ball 2. Rice over at first with one away. The Judge takes a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Judge waits. Too low, and it's ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound.
Now batting,
you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
And here comes Bellinger.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Bellinger hammers one deep to right. Renfroe going back, caught just shy of the wall. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Started to swing, held up.
It's a good pitch to try to get him off the plate.
And a count 1 and 2. Struck him out looking.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Vinny Pasquantino. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And that's way high. And the count is 2-0. Just missed. That's in there. And now 3-1. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Full count.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Salvi steps into the box now. Struck out swinging his first time. Perez in his 14th season, 34-year-old vet, and he was born in Venezuela. And that is out of play. 4th inning underway, no score. Bounce to the right. Throw to first, and it pulls him off the bag.
Now back.
Looked to me like he
Second
got on the
base,
side of the
Michael
ball a little too much right there.
Massey.
Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
Here's the second baseman, Michael Massey. Fly to center his first time. Right through there for a strike. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And the 0-2.
1 ball.
Squirts
2
away
strikes.
a little bit. Next offering is down low.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Strike 2-2 now. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Now batting. Right
Now
fielder,
it's Hunter Renfroe. He's 0 for 1. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Dominguez right there to make the grab. And that is that. So no runs, no hits, and 1 error, but they leave him stranded. On now to the bottom of the 4th. No score. Back for more from the Bronx.
For the
Jazz
Yankees,
Chisholm
the
Jr.
second
now.
baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
First offering, and it just misses.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Swinging a foul straight back. And now the count is full, and another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Quite the start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. His first at-bat was a strikeout. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. Headed towards the corner, and it stays fair. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second, and that's a double.
That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with a pitch in that location. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Went down on strikes his first time through. That's down and in.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Volpe, the runner at second with one away. And fouled off. Inside move to second, and he's back in safely. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
In the air, left field, down the line. Paul's. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Man on second, 2 down.
2-2 to count.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
2 outs. And that misses. 3 and 2 down.
That's a really good take.
Man at second. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
Third baseman,
Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. Grounded out his first time. That's in there. It's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that one fouled off. Fly ball to right. And that will end the inning. So they strand a pair. On to the top of the 5th we go. We're tied 0-0. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the left fielder, MJ Melendez. Free, back to work.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move. Well, these Royals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
And that is downstairs. And it's 2-1.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
That one finds the zone, and the count's even at 2. That one missed.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's the catcher to hit. Freddie Fermin worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. That one fouled off. Just missed. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. And that's downstairs and outside. Next pitch is outside.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Ground ball left side. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So up next, Kevin Biggio. Doubled in his first AB. Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Ball one there. The 1-1 is fouled off.
You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Right side, Goldie. He takes it on his own, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Royals, and we're still knotted at 0. Back now in the Bronx. Bottom of the inning at the plate. Ben Rice.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
Next offering is downstairs.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Really nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Started him off inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. That one close, ruled a ball. And the count now 2-0.
No strike.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Isbell under it. They got it for out number 2.
The center fielder, number 35.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Both for 2 in this one. Strike on the inside corner. Ground ball right side. Sends it to Perez. And that is the third out of the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. And we are still scoreless. Back at Yankee Stadium, top of the 6th inning. Here's the center fielder, Kyle Isbell. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Foul ball there. Fights it off. He'll see another. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
That one ripped right center field. That ball's carrying. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
The batter, the shortstop,
Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport.
You know, Boog, this is a player with some serious speed. In 2023, he became the first player in 20 years to record 2 infield hits and an inside the park home run in the same game.
Line drive. And this one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Boone makes his way out of the dugout, and he will make a move to the bullpen. Max Fried will give way, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching
on the mound
Yankees,
now, Ryan Yarbrough. He's been so good against lefties.
Ryan Yarbrough.
One out, runner at second. So here's the Royals DH, Vinny Pasquantino. First pitch misses.
Counts 1-0.
Runner edges away at second. There's a strike. On the ground, right side. Fires to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Salvador Perez. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
With the go-ahead run at third, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two outs. Up the middle. Dives, but it's off his glove. The throw won't get there in time. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So up now for Kansas City, Michael Massey. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
1-1.
On the ground, right side, Chisholm. On to first, and that will end the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of the 6th we go, 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Royals 1 and the Yankees nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. Popped up. Drops into the glove, and there's one down.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm.
And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1 for 2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found it.
There goes the runner. In the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. And the tying run is now in scoring position. And that's a little bit high. Ball 2.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter. In the back of the mind, you're wondering with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit?
Oh, now this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. Throw is offline, and he scores. We're tied at 1.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Michael Wacha won't go any further, and that was a start he can feel pretty good about. Tie ball game, and new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching for
Angel Serpa comes on now. The southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters.
Serpa.
One down. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. With the go-ahead run at first, here in the bottom of the 6th. Picks over, and he breaks for second. To second, and he's out. To the right side, Massey. Tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, all even at 1 apiece. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Fernando Cruz.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees, number 63, Fernando Cruz.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe.
Leading off for the Royals, the right fielder, number 16, Hunter Renfroe.
In for a strike.
0-1.
Activity in the bullpen. Tim Hill getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Hamilton getting loose as well.
Let's go, Yankees.
Pitches in for a strike, and it's 0-2. And that's down and away. Next pitch is outside. To the right side, boots it. Still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Now the left fielder, MJ Melendez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Cruz, in his 3rd season, he features a splitter, a four-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. One down, base is empty. And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
There's the strike. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. That's a little bit low. And a swing and a miss there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And that's a fair ball.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Go ahead run on base. Now at the plate, Freddie Fermin. In there for strike 1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Kevin Biggio with a chance to hit. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And that's downstairs. And it's a ball and a strike. Two outs. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch. Got him. Out number 3. So one left for Kansas City. Still tied 1-1. Set for the last half of the 7th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Pulls that one foul. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now
just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
So digging in, Oswald Peraza. Step off throw to first. Dominguez dives back in safely. Breaking ball misses down and away. That's in there, and that is strike one. This one in the air, right field. Bounces over the wall in foul ground. It's an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
Go-ahead run is at third. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Golden opportunity right here. First pitch, not close.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Ground ball right side. Takes it himself, and that is a big first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Critical at bat coming up, and in steps Aaron Judge. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a three-run game in the blink of an eye.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. Big spot, and Cody Bellinger stepping to the dish. 0 for 3 in this one.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Fought off foul. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
In there at the knees for a strike. Next one is off the plate. Now 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Here is Goldschmidt. That's out to center field. Witt should have this one. And that's the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. 8th inning coming up. It's the Yankees 2 and the Royals 1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tim Hill.
Well, the best
Now
relievers
pitching for
love
the
the
New York
opportunity to
Yankees.
come in and protect a tight
Number
lead
41.
late in the ball game. Some of
Yeah.
them are just wired different,
Yeah.
so we'll see what he's got here.
Back to the top of the
Leading
order
off for the
now.
Royals,
Now
the
here's the
center fielder,
leadoff hitter for the
Kyle
Royals, Kyle Isbell. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Devin Williams getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Gomez warming up as well. Looking to get the tying run on base. Late swing, foul to the left. And a good eye there.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Two now. Hit on the ground to the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Now it's the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. 1 for 3.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Just missed. That's in there. And the count 1-1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Bellinger makes the grab. 2 down.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Here's the Royals designated hitter, Vinny Pasquantino. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And there's a foul ball. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
And right back to the mound. Gets it to first, and that is that. Royals go down 1-2-3, and they trail it here 2-1.
Now pitching for the
Back
Royals.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the bottom of the
35.
8th, Chris Stratton.
Chris
And he has some
Stratton.
nasty breaking stuff. Jazz
Leading off
Chisholm
for the
Jr.
Yankees,
stepping in now for the
second baseman,
Yankees.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Ball one, no strikes. He swings and fouls one off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Close one, doesn't get the call. It's 2-2.
That's one you always want as a pitcher. Down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Sends it across to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. The shortstop takes the ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Ball, that's in.
Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Michael Lorenzen up and throwing. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1. There's the strike. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one the other way. Snags it for the second out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Hit in the air, center field. Isbell settles under it. Hauls it in to end the inning.
Now pitching for
Back
the
now,
New York Yankees.
and on the mound, the closer, Devin
Number
Williams. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Kansas City Royals going up against the New York Yankees.
And now, please welcome your
First pitch coming your way next.
New York Yankees.
All right, first pitch coming up. And towing the slab in this one, Max Fried. What do you look for here?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Michael Garcia, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Ball 2.
That
Ball
one
3.
misses, and it's 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Next offering is in for a strike. Smoked on the ground a second. One out in the top of the first. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the
You get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
1 out, base is empty. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Goldie puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Vinny
Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Fried, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next pitch is outside. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that's the 3rd out. KC down in order. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back in the Bronx, and starting this one, Michael Wacha.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Now it's the DH, Ben Rice. Swinging a foul straight back. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there. And it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0.
Judge enjoyed success at the major league level right away. He hit 52 home runs as a rookie, breaking Mark McGwire's record, and became the first Yankee to win Rookie of the Year since some guy named Derek Jeter.
That one missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
And that's outside. This is downstairs, and that's ball 4.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So, man aboard. Cody Bellinger digs in now. Little chopper rolls foul. Out to center. Isbell under it. And makes the grab. That's out number 2.
Batting 4. The first baseman.
Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees.
Goldschmidt.
And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. And first offering is fouled off. Judge leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two outs. And that one is inside. High fly ball down the left field line. Melendez sizes this one up, and that ends the inning. One left for the Yankees, scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go, and now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Salvador Perez. Max Fried will go to work. And that chops in for a strike. Line drive. Takes it in for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. And he grounds one to the right side. Jazz tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Batting 6, the right fielder, number 16, Hunter.
2 outs, base is empty. Hunter Renfroe at the plate.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Next offering is fouled back. No score here in the second. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Melendez makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Batting 7th, the catcher, Austin.
And up next for New York, Austin Wells. That's off the inside corner. 1-0. On the ground to third. Biggio zips it across, and that is that. So the Yanks go in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Freddie Fermin.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Kevin Biggio up to the plate. That's inside. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Just missed.
2-2 to count.
The next pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
And now Kyle Isbell taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Bellinger makes the catch, and that is that. Royals bats are quiet there. Still no score. And we're back. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. And that one upstairs, ball 1. This one popped up right side. Massey makes the catch, and there's one away.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he's going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
So up next, Oswald Peraza. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Just missed. That one close, ruled a ball, and it's 2-0. This one in the air. Waka.
Up next for
Ben
the
Rice
Yankees,
stepping in
the
now for the
designated hitter,
Yankees.
Ben
Led off the game with a strikeout.
Rice.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Pitch is in there. 0-2.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Got him swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Well, take a look at the pitch sequence here. Pretty
The right
simple
fielder,
in terms of
number
putting them
99,
away at the plate.
Aaron.
Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Here is Aaron Judge. Walked his first time. Not
1-0.
even close there. And that is ball 1. Runner on the go. It's in the dirt.
No strike.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Peraza at second with 2 down. Next offering is fouled back. That one fouled off. 2-2. Stays alive. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On to inning number 4. No score. Start of the 4th, and to the plate for Kansas City, Bobby Witt Jr. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
The 1-1 is fouled off. High fly ball lifted into near right field. Hauls it in for the out.
The batter,
Next is the
number 9,
designated hitter, Vinny Pasquantino. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. Pasquantino in his 3rd season, 27 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. 1 down, base is empty. Not close with that one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot for him.
Upstairs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 3-2 now. And it's ball 4. He missed down low. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
The batter, the first
Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Salvador Perez. 0 for 1 so far. There's a strike. Man at first, one away. Up and in,
Ball 1.
and 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a foul ball. Center field. Bellinger settles underneath it. Hauls it in, 2 away. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. Grounded out his first time.
Massey.
Missed inside with the curve.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
And that one pulled foul. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Hit in the air, left field. Dominguez on the move to the alley. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. So 1 left for Kansas City, and we're still knotted at 0. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. Bellinger is an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that has turned into one of the premier power hitters in the sport. He was a 4th-round pick out of Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona in 2013. He hit 1 homer his senior year. Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside with a breaking ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on 1 hitter.
It's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. Fly to left his first time. That's in for a strike. For a base hit. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
1st and 2nd. No outs. And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. And yes, he did. He went around. Swung on, belted. Ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags and goes to third.
Now, we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to
The
tag
batter,
and
number
go,
11.
but now he can score in a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Fly to left his first time. Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's...
Runner takes off, and that one fouled off. And a ground ball to first, and that's a base hit. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Gets under it and pops it up. And the infield fly is called.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Jason Dominguez. Stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1. That's outside.
Nope. Outside.
Ball 1. 2 on, 2 outs. And that is out of play. Two on, 2 outs. Ground ball up the middle. Witt. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back at Yankee Stadium, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Hunter Renfroe. Free, back to work. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Well, these Royals, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Still no hits on the board for them, and of course, a lot of credit goes to the man on the mound for that. But we've definitely seen some lifeless trips to the plate as well.
And 1 and 2.
Sometimes all it takes is one hit, so we'll see if they can break through and get something going.
Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. MJ Melendez steps in for the Royals. Struck out swinging his first time.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
That one just misses. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. One down, base is empty. And there's the ball.
Two.
The Royals hitless so far in the game. Here's a 2-2. And that one upstairs. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit.
Just a great at bat right there. Saw a lot of pitches. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Next to hit, Freddie for me. That's in there, and it's 0-1. In the air to left center, Dominguez. Sizing this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now. Kevin Biggio with a chance to hit.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. Strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. That'll do it for the offense, but not before they manage to break up the no-hitter. Yankees 1 and the Royals nothing. Back now in the Bronx. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the third baseman, Oswald Peraza. First pitch swinging.
0-1's the count.
Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. The other way, makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ben Rice.
So the lineup flips over, and now the DH, Ben Rice. 0 for 2 in this one.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium.
1 ball,
that one's upstairs,
2 strikes.
ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. In
Ball
the dirt,
2.
and a count now even up. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game. I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Judge stands in now, looks at that one inside.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
2 balls.
That one missing inside. Left field. Corrals it. And the inning is over. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, here's the center fielder, Kyle Isbell. Fastball for a strike. Trying to bunt his way on. Barehand grab. The throw on the money. Nice play.
You know, I think barehanded grabs might be one of the best looking plays in baseball. It takes tremendous body control to bend down there, pick it up, and then get into a position to make a quick, accurate throw to first. It all happens in the blink of an eye. It's like a magic trick, but there's a lot that goes into it.
And next up for the Royals, Bobby Witt Jr.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Lined, and that's a base hit.
The batter, number 9.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And next is the designated hitter, Vinny Pasquantino. That one's in there, 0-1. Freed out of the stretch, fires. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Now snap throw to first. Witt back in on a dive. Runner on the go. And a count 1-2. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. Strike 3, got him swinging. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
So up now for Kansas City, Salvador Perez. Outside low, and that's ball 1. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Fouled off left side. Right through there for a strike. Witt off the first with 2 away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. Yankees 1 and the Royals nothing. Bottom of the 6th, and now the center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And first offering is fouled off. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game.
And that squirts through. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Paul Goldschmidt now 1 for 2. And there's a strike. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
No outs. Runner on second.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Misses outside, and the count 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
So Goldie strikes out here.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Chisholm in the box again, takes a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. Fouled off. He was late. Foul ball, still 0-2. Man at second. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boogie, you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. That one fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Outside, and that's ball 1.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
The 1-1 is fouled off. That one not close. Yeah, that's ball 2. Runner at second, 2 down. Next pitch is downstairs. Austin Wells on deck for the Yankees. fights it off. He'll see another. Man on second, 2 down. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Biggio in plenty of time to first, and that is the inning. The Yanks lead one, but they're on top 1-0. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the second baseman, Michael Massey. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Movement in the Yankees pen. Fernando Cruz appears to be getting loose. Hill getting cranked up as well. Way high there. And the count even 1-1. And fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. Yes, he did. Down he goes on strikes. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Renfroe stands in now and watches strike 1. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. That one misses, and now it's even 1-1. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Bellinger under it. Puts it away for the out. 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, MJ.
Here's the left fielder,
Melendez.
MJ Melendez. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Ball.
Just one pitch short of 100 now, and I'm guessing this is likely his final inning if he can get through it.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Nothing doing for the Royals. They're down 1-0. Angel Serpa on to pitch out of the pen here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Angel Serpa.
Here's the catcher,
Leading
Austin
off
Wells.
for the Yankees, the catcher, Austin Wells.
And first offering is fouled off. Serpa, in his 3rd season, he features a sinker, a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a changeup. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. That misses the zone. Now 1-2. Bullpen action for the Royals. Chris Stratton preparing to come on if needed. Schreiber also throwing. The 1-2. That one missed. That one misses. Ball 3. Got him swinging. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees.
Dominguez.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Melendez makes the grab on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Peraza in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. And that drops in for a strike. And it's fouled away.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
That's off the mark, and the count is 2-2. And that one missing low. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field, and that keeps the inning going.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
In now is the Yankees DH, Ben Rice. There's a strike. Peraza, the runner at first with 2 gone. Grounds one to short. Witt throws to first. Inning over. 1 left for the Yankees, but they lead it 1-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th.
Now
Fernando Cruz.
Yankees,
He last pitched 2 days ago.
63. Fernando Cruz.
Freddie Fermin steps in for the Royals.
Freddie Fermin.
That's a strike. It's 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Devin Williams, the closer, is getting loose. Here comes the 0-1. Turned on, but foul wide of third. And ball 1.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
On the outside corner, got him looking.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Now here is Kevin Biggio, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Just missed.
Outside.
Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Kyle Isbell getting ready to hit. Fought off foul.
Ball 1.
That one misses. 2 and 1. Right through there for a strike. Got him looking, and he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Royals go down 1-2-3, still behind by a count of 1-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Chris Stratton.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
The right fielder,
1-run game, Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees. Foul ball.
Well, that's where you want to be right there. All over that first pitch fastball. Just a little too much hook on it. Straighten that thing out. You get to jog around the bases.
Ball 1 there.
1 strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Ripped to right, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Man at first, nobody out. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Runner at first with no outs here. And a foul ball. And down on strikes he goes. And there's one down. And here's Paul
Now
Goldschmidt.
batting,
1
the
for
first
3.
baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Fastball is outside. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Second baseman,
They haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
And strike 2.
2. No balls, 2 strikes. Ball.
Next offering misses, and it's 2-2. Judge leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Hit hard, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. And that one inside, and it hit him.
First base.
I don't care what some players might say. Nobody likes getting hit by a pitch unless you're in an 0-2 count and there's a knuckleballer out there on the mound.
Late swing, foul to the left.